Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. It's the Views from the Vault crew here. We're here to bring you a new episode of Monday Morning Critz. We have a couple special guests in the house. We got all the usual suspects, myself, Leon, Jason, Pierre, and John from Ink Park. But we are joined today by recurring guests, the BP Mercs, Paco, and Marlos. So welcome, guys. And I think John is handling the what are we gonna call that?
He's the MC.
I'm the MC, baby.
There you go.
He's the MC. Yeah. You know, it looks like he's getting smaller every week. It looks like he's getting smaller.
Yeah. Looks like he's it's 420 up in there or something. Really smoky.
I have been working out, so maybe I'm losing weight, which is good. So that's good.
Steamy cameras.
There you go.
Well, because every time he draws me, he adds like 40 pounds.
So. I know I do, dude. I don't know why I did that.
He's trying to tell you to stop skipping meals.
Jason, you're the skinniest out of all of us. So I'm like,
right.
You know, all right. So let's get it going. Let's do, we're going to do twos here. And let's start off with let's start off with Leon. I want Leon on this one. I know you like owls. Well,
Yeah. So we got an owl and a camel. Cameliers.
Cameliers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that name a little bit. But Magnus Candy, he's got some crazy stuff, right? He had the House of Hades, a lot of like video game stuff. This one, it's kind of different. It's got like the Chicago Bears colorway. That's pretty cool. It looks cool, but it's missing a lot of, I guess, like the general features of the camel, if that makes sense. Doesn't scream camel to me. It looks like a camel. Find some way to work them humps in somehow. But it is cool. Looks cool. Night Owl. Matthew Bell's coming back. Non-hockey, so that's cool. Got an Egyptian owl feel. The moon is sideways. But it is cool. It's a cool looking hat. The colorway is really fun. I like them both.
Yeah, the only thing on Cameliers, I'd probably change the under. Maybe go with like a tan under. Yeah.
Or even gray.
And probably thicken up the C so that it looks like a little bit thicker of a C. I would do, or stylize the C a little bit more. You know. Agree with you on night owls. That it's like almost like an eclipsed moon, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
that's what I thought.
Yeah. But very cool. Good colorways. I like both colorways on these. So, you know, hats off to Magnus and Matthew. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. All right. So up next, we're going to do Paco.
Oh, boy.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, first off, let me say this week, there's really nothing that I dislike. On these two, what I absolutely like is we are moving away from black crowns. There was an influx of black crowns, and that's not Klink's forte. Like the bright, the vibrant crowns and colors. These two are pretty much it. I love Bones and All. I really enjoy Gabe's style.
Yeah.
I think Gabe really gets slept on with his designs, and this one, especially with the teal and brown is.
Yeah, I like this one too.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love those colors. So for Siak, this is going to embroider so well, in my opinion. The only thing that I would say is to get the detail in, it's in between being too detailed for the size of it. And if he expanded it a little bit on the crown, I think it would embroider really well. Otherwise, he might have to dial back some of the detail.
Casey's been able to handle those, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Some of his stuff has been very detailed, and seems like Casey's been able to handle that so far. But go ahead. What was your thought?
I was going to say, if it was a little bit bigger on the crown, and the other thing that I would change would be maybe the brim color.
Yeah, it's kind of tonal, right?
Yeah, it's just when you have that deep purple with that black, I would opt for probably a brighter color like a two-tone.
Yeah, like even the orange, if you put the orange on top and did like a purple or teal under or something, like something that to draw that out, or even like a tan or something more mute would probably be kind of cool.
Right. And that's exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, I really like these two. I love these.
But out of these two, the bones and all I really like.
Same.
I just
I
like
agree with you on that.
I like the bear. I love the color. That two-tone. Oh my gosh, is fire, right? We've seen it.
I don't know if I like that color of the fish though.
The bones, right?
Oh, the fish. Yeah, I would do them white. I would do white.
Yeah, I would do white
Yeah.
or
That's the only
light
if
gray.
anything, and we're nitpicking,
Stone.
I would do
like
it
a
white.
stone color, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
be
be
good.
perfect.
That'd be great. It worked. For
That'd
the
be great.
bones.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So and we know Gabe watches the show, and as soon as he sees it, he'll change it and repost it. Watch, he's
Love
good
it.
like that. So
Love it.
thanks, Paco. Appreciate that.
It's got a
All right,
Vancouver
so-
Grizzly style.
Let's keep it in the BP family here.
Oh,
Marlos, what do you think, man?
Man, look, I really like the hermit crabs, but I kind of don't at the same time. There's something about it that just doesn't connect correctly. I'm a nerd, so the idea, I mean, hit me immediately. I get what he's trying to do. It's just kind of, I don't want to say dull, but it's just not, it just doesn't knock it out of the park. I mean, but at the same time, using the same metaphor, I mean, a single is still a hit. I really like the colors, the fact that, you know, the traditional glove color, the fact that he changed the web on the glove, you know, speaks to a player like myself. So I do like also that the undervisor looks like red, sort of like the crab's hands, which are claws, not hands. So I like that.
Thank you.
Like I said, there's something I can't put my finger on it. Ever since I saw it, can't put my finger on it. It's just something that just doesn't quite connect on the logo itself. But I really love the colorway, love everything else about it. But you could not tell me to not like this hat at all. It's just a single instead of a bomb.
Yeah, I don't want my comment to get associated with Blazes, but I just think it's the artwork to me just doesn't look clean, and it doesn't look it doesn't look like I really don't want to hurt anybody's feelings here, but it looks more amateurish than the other stuff.
Agreed. Yeah, and I just, like I said, I really couldn't get the right way to say almost exactly that, because like I said, it's not terrible by any means, and that's
The
why
concept is great.
Single.
The
Exactly.
concept's
fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, a good example for low tide would be who was it last week? Kyle's. That was the
Kyle
glove
with the when he did the Venus flytrap.
fly trap, right?
Yeah,
Even though I know you didn't like that one, but the artwork and the way he tied it all together really worked. So that's something like you might want to look at. So appreciate that, Blaze.
You know, it'd be cool
Well,
if you used the batting helmet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be really good. And you could get
That'll be
away with going in
easier.
different directions. Yeah, very much.
It'd be
so.
easier too to make that work.
But then Jason Mead might sue him.
No, but even this one, like when you look at this, right, it doesn't look possible.
Right.
Like
Especially because the way the glove fits. I mean, there would be it
Oh.
would almost be impossible for it to move. And I
Right.
know we're being realistic about something that could never happen, but still, it just kind of speaks to you for that reason.
I mean, it's either a really, really large hermit crab or a really, really small glove.
Really small glove, right? Like
Yeah,
they sell the little baby gloves, and maybe that's what it is, or it's like a
Yeah.
gargantuan hermit crab. Who,
I
like,
will give him this, that the hat color I absolutely love.
Oh,
So
it's gorgeous.
Exactly. Fantastic.
Love it.
Moving over to Good Butcher. I'm guilty right here because I mean I've had like at least 5 songs in which I've referenced There Will Be Blood. So the moment I saw the Good Butcher, I got excited because I mean, yeah. That said, the colorway, I love it. The undervisor being that what looks like a kind of a tannish or light tan. I absolutely love it, especially paired with that maroon like that. And it, especially because when the movie has a lot of tones that are sort of that same direction, and that like I said, I'm guilty because I've seen the movie a million times, so it just boom hit me as soon as I saw it. I have zero I could say that's negative about it. And not just because the gentlemen are on the, on here right now, but just a fantastic hat. I absolutely will be again going into my wallet for that for sure.
Thanks, man.
It's the
Well,
cop.
so the hopefully if it does get through, the blades will be I think metallic. What we say? Metallic copper, and metallic
that'd be
silver.
awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That
So
would be
You know what?
awesome.
You know what brought it to light? I was thinking of I wanted to do something with John because we hadn't done something with Clink in a while. So there's two things. Number one is Gangs in New York, obviously, right? That's one piece of it. But I was also
Mhm.
listening to Dave East's new album, and Benny the Butcher was on there. There's a line that says, "Here comes the butcher."
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just got me to thinking like it would just be like butcher. Like it's such a like savage sort of thought, right? Like a butcher.
Yeah.
Like, and then you think about him, probably one of the most underrated villains in movie history. I mean, the guy is just like, a disgustingly bad villain, right? Like he's just evil.
Yes, and always.
Yeah, and I knew that John could make that happen. So through the idea, John made it happen. And then we talked through colors. The only critique I have, and is just about the hat, and specifically that sort of strip that goes above the brim of the hat, making it a different color to differentiate it from the copper blade. Even though it's going to look different with a metallic, I think it might look better in a different color.
yeah,
What color would you put?
Maybe the gray from the shirt.
It could be gray,
Nice.
then the copper, then gray. So like
I
that
would
little
probably
couple
do
of
a
those.
skin tone just because it would.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I think I can't even remember what I used for that color. I don't remember, to be honest with you. So,
I
but
didn't
yeah,
see it, John. I wasn't paying attention really until now. You see it here. I'm like, oh wait, let's get a little more critical.
no, it's good, man. We'll see. I mean, it's still got to go through Critz, and everyone's got to go vote for it. So everyone, hopefully they like it and appreciate it, guys. And Pierre wanted to have like this brown under kind of a tan color, just to, and I think paired with that maroon, because I had a tan under and I had a maroon hat, and we kind of paired it just to see. And
Yeah.
oh man, guys,
Well, the tan was more for I forgot the actual word for it, but that leather strip that you sharpen blades with.
Mm.
That's
Mhm,
why we
mhm.
chose that color.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so hopefully let's see how it goes with Critz. So all right, up next, let's do Jason.
The A team. Phil's been doing some great artwork lately.
Mhm.
You had to give me a Canadian Maple Leaf hat.
I did. I
I think it's
did.
a resubmit. I think.
Yeah, this is definitely a resubmit. He kind of went back through, cleaned it up. I don't know if you guys remember when Phil first started, he had a lot of small little lines and kind of stuff. And you can see like his style's even kind of progressed more towards hat style. And
Yes,
he's been doing some fantastic work.
Actually, I really like this hat, even though it is a Canadian hat. I think he stylized the Maple Leaf great. It looks like it's moving forward, ready to jump into the offensive end of the rink, and the colors are great. Love the gray bottom. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Mhm.
Training camp. Usually a big Jacobo fan. I like the idea of doing a little green man, army man on a hat. This is more a personal thing, but I just don't like the idea that he's swinging an American flag to hit a baseball. I get why it's there. I'd almost rather, I don't know. Artwork's great. Obviously, Jacobo's not, and I think this would embroider super well. I just don't like that little bit of it. I would, maybe even just take the flag off.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even need the flag.
Right.
Not at all.
Not really.
Right. But I mean, that'd be combining, baseball and toys and everything. That would be pretty cool. The black crown, I could do without, but I don't know what other color you would use. Maybe a stone or a tan or something like that. But yeah, otherwise, artwork's fantastic.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It could be some sort of generic flag instead. Like,
Yeah,
That's true.
Maybe that it's just the idea of using the American flag to to hit a baseball is a little.
Yeah, and
challenging.
that could be a disconnect because he isn't from the United States either. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm.
Yep.
So maybe put a flag in his backpack. But if you're where those originated from, people that would probably buy this hat already know it's like American Armed Forces or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It
Right,
doesn't
yep.
need the flag. It doesn't.
Right.
So good job on both of these.
Mhm.
Again, we'll see how the voting goes.
Yeah.
So our final two, Mr. Pierre, you're up.
All right. Sierra Sabercats.
This is a resubmit too, right? He had like a flatter version.
I think it was a flatter version. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was.
Yeah.
that's possible.
I don't know.
I think if the pink outline was a little thicker, it'd probably be pretty good.
I
I
like
think
that too.
the whiskers are kind of distracting.
Yeah, the whiskers make it look so much like a house cat. Like I don't know, like it looks like a house cat with big front teeth. I don't
I'm just not sure they're even necessary.
there's
Yeah, I think
something
everybody
there's something
knows
about
what
that
it is.
logo I don't like. It's not really like bold enough. I want to see its eyes
Mm.
a little bit. I don't know. I think his mouth is open too wide. Maybe. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it.
All
I
right.
don't like the colors either.
Too dark of a gray, you think?
I don't know where the teal fits in.
Right.
I don't know. I like that teal with pink and gray.
I
think
kinda
that-
like
I think that's
the-
slick. Yeah, that part hits. I think. I don't like the
Big-
whiskers at all. Whiskers could be completely pulled.
But the
and still
nose
look
is
the
also
same.
so bold compared to everything else.
I'll agree there. Yeah.
Like it's like the first thing you're drawn to are the teeth and the nose, and then the nose.
I think it's
And
the
subsequently
angle.
whiskers. Yeah, the
angle-
angle. the
it's a
angle with the
strange
whiskers,
angle.
It is, and it looks like the mouth is almost twisted. Like the bottom jaw comes in towards you, and the other one's kind of
Yeah.
in the
I
right
see.
direction. The logo just looks off.
Almost like a wolf. If you cover up the teeth, it almost looks like a wolf, but then it's supposed to be a saber tooth. I think it's
Right.
the angle.
Bobcat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
but you
much
see what
smaller
I'm saying
cat
about
than
the
Paco.
distortion in the mouth, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the angle really does make it look like a smaller cat than it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be imposing and
Listen, it looks like a house cat
Oh.
yawning.
yeah, it does. With big teeth.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jake's been putting out a lot of work, and I think he even had some pre-orders going up. So
Mhm.
he had that fantastic coral snake one.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
great.
No, listen,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not questioning all of his abilities. I'm saying like,
No,
you know,
no,
this
no.
one- This to me doesn't look right.
And knowing Jake, he'll probably hit it and tweak it up a little bit and
Twist it around. a
and
little
stuff.
bit,
Yeah, and do some stuff. But yeah, I
Jake
actually
will
don't.
definitely
could do
tweak
something
it.
with. Even the
I
teeth,
don't
think
mind.
could do
I don't
something
mind
with.
the colorway. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I think the problem is if you're gonna do like the pink and the gray and the teal, you need to have it more bold, and that little outline around it too is just too small. You know,
Agreed,
to really
agreed.
draw all the colors together.
Yeah.
There's not enough pink in there to kind of like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I get that, and Jake will come back with something. about,
Personally,
uh,
I like
teeth,
the
the
colors.
teeth.
It just looks too much like it looks almost like the Fury.
Fury.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
was
the
thinking the
first
same
thing I
thing.
thought of. And I
Yep.
mean, I know they're two totally separate, unrelated hats, but I'm like, we just got the Fury ending tonight. And this is just, it's reminiscent of that.
I also
Right.
think the teeth. I got to go back to the teeth. The teeth are really, really plain, almost boring, and they're really huge, and they're a focal point. Like as soon as you look at the hat, you can't help but look at the teeth. But the teeth,
Yeah.
there's no texture, there's no outline on the teeth. It's just kind of like, hey, check out these teeth.
They're not
Right.
tattered at all. You know, they're not
Yeah,
tattered
there's
at
nothing
all.
about. Yeah, they're just there.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
I know
oh.
if anybody knows about drawing a saber tooth, I do.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get. You have to make sure you have that balance, right? Because they
Mm-hmm.
do have those gigantic teeth.
Right.
So you got to kind of have that balance. But
Right.
Yeah,
And
this
part, I mean,
Alright.
part of the imposing part of a saber tooth, is the teeth, and they have
Yeah.
to look like this is the point, quote unquote, pun intended. But in here, it just looks like an afterthought, like, oh, let me put these teeth on this.
Yeah, let me
Husky
pop those on there at the end.
Yeah, like denture saber
Yeah.
tooth.
It's almost
dentures
like,
or
do you
something.
want fries with that in art form? It's like just it wasn't like a focal point. It was added on after the fact.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, and I said this was a resubmit. I was wrong. Yeah, this one, there's this very similar one that's in pre-order right now.
Yeah.
So-
Fury.
Oh,
Fury.
okay.
Mhm.
So
All
Devil's Tower by J Mats.
They're soaking it in.
It's tough, so dark.
It's
It
so
is.
dark and it's so much like
Purple and blue and the bird and the bear and the mountain and the stars, and it's a lot.
it's an awful lot to get on this canvas and to allow like people to kind of understand the concept. It's an awful lot here, guys.
I'd almost want the paw to kind of go around to the other side, like he's hanging on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And there's a
Mhm.
lot of purples in there. I think if he went like, I think this is the Fanatic blue maybe, or something like that. I think if he went a lighter blue, maybe even like pushing the royal, I think that would have popped more. Because I love the purple colors inside.
Yeah, J Mats has come a long way, man. I mean, like, there was a lot of stuff early on that I was like, why? And then he did Sammy with me, which I thought was great. And he's done a lot of great stuff. This one just isn't it to me. I mean, the concept. It's an awful lot to get on the front of a hat, and there's
I
no
almost-
delineation between this stuff. It's just kind of all there.
And I
I
imagine
almost
there's a
think,
story
like-
behind it. I don't think anyone. I don't want to say anyone. I don't think most people would recognize what the story or what the backstory is supposed to mean. I just keep coming back to there's a bear and a mountain and stars, and I'm not sure what's going on, and it's a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the colorways. I like the purple. I like the stars. The stars will probably be glow in the dark, but you guys are right. It's just too dark.
Yeah.
There's not enough contrast in it.
You can stagger the stars maybe a little to the left, and you can get the whole image bigger. But yeah, I need to figure out what the backstory is
Yeah,
behind.
because
the
is that a volcanic mountain? Because
No,
if
so-
Devil's
So-
Tower is a
I
very
don't know
famous
enough
tower
about it.
in Yellowstone. That
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in
people climb
Yellowstone.
up.
Oh, yellow. Okay.
So bears
Yeah.
climb on it. What's the story behind it?
Does it
Well,
do? Yeah.
he said he stayed at Bear's Lodge, so he was inspired
Uh,
by staying at Bear's Lodge, which is at Devil's Tower. So, and like I said, even if he had like the bear claws, or if he made, because I really like the way he did Devil's Tower. I think if that was the focal point in the center, I think that would embroider really cool. And then if he wanted to put aspects of a bear, maybe like the claws around the bottom, like it's hugging it, or or even the stars, like the stars above have eye, something where if you wanted to include the bear. But I like the tower itself. I think it looks fantastic. I love that, the way he did that. I think it would embroider really well. So, all right.
Maybe make the stars look like Ursa Major.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I was thinking. Like,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
And focus on the tower, because I think Pierre's right. There's there's too much going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, all right. So now we're going to play keep 2, drop 2. All right. So we have the whole gambit there. You can see everything.
Okay.
And let's start with Leon. What's your keep 2, drop 2?
Let's see here. This is a hard week, man.
It is.
I'll take the Night Owl and the Good Butcher for my 2 keeps.
All right.
And my drops, I'm gonna drop Sierra Sabercats and Devil's Tower.
Okay. Let's go with Marlos.
All
Mr.
right.
Blaze.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep camel ears. And
What Cameliers you said?
Yeah, camel ears.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think I'm gonna go with bones and all. Bones and all. if I were able to steal a third, the Good Butcher would be my third.
All right. Wait, what was the second one? I'm sorry. Bones and
Bones
all.
and all. Yeah. Bones
Okay.
and all.
Awesome.
If I'm gonna drop, it'd definitely be the Devil's Tower and Hermit Crabs. Both of those are drops for me.
All right, and then we'll do this since it was honorable third. We'll go.
That'll
beep.
work. That'll work.
Yes.
No, he said
You gave the
did
drop
say-
to
You
Sierra.
put Sierra. I'm in Devil's Tower.
Oh, Devil's Tower.
Yeah.
All right,
No. Hermit Crabs and Devil's Tower.
There we go.
there we
There
go.
you go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right, let's see. How about we go with Jason?
Yeah, for my keeps, let's do Cavaliers. Let's change the under on it though. But yeah, it definitely has a minor league type feel
Yeah,
to
for
it.
sure. Mm-hmm.
And then I like Bones and all too. Just change the fishbone
Fish.
color.
Yes.
Yep. And for my not so sure, let's go with Jacobo. Sorry, Jacobo, but we get rid of the American flag and it's a winner to me. And then Hermit Crabs. Love the concept. I think we just need to work on our hat drawing. Make our drawing a little more acceptable to embroidery.
Yeah. All right, Paco.
All right. So my keepers are definitely going to be Good Butcher, Cameliers,
All right.
and a close third like Blaze would be Bones and all. But Jason's like, yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it. My
What are
drops.
you guys are all from the school of Leon with these honorable mentions.
I didn't
Yes.
mention nothing.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
for two.
two. All right.
That's all right.
My
In Arizona,
drops.
that's 2.5.
Yeah. My drops are going to be Devil's Tower.
Okay.
And jeez, it's going to be flip a coin at this point. Probably, I have to agree with you guys about Hermit Crabs.
Great colorway on the hat, though.
It is a
Yes,
fantastic colorway. In
Keep
fact,
the hat
that's-
color. Keep that
the
color.
hat color's on point. I wouldn't change anything about it, but I love the idea about the batting helmet more than the glove.
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Cap Wanda.
I'm gonna keep. I'm not even gonna be. I'm not even gonna be coy about it. Good Butcher, I'm keeping.
Ah,
And then I'm with. I like Cameliers too, but I'm gonna go different for everybody else. I'm gonna go the F team.
18.
Hey, team.
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey.
I have tons of family from. Calgary, so they say A all the time, so I might as well go there. Drop Devil's Tower and Hermit Crabs. Again, I kind of spoke to why already.
Yeah.
All right, cool. For me,
Did
I'm gonna
Leon
go-
go?
I went
yeah,
first.
you went first.
Oh, sorry, Leon.
I picked yours.
Oh, thanks, Leon.
I'm gonna go A team, and I'm gonna be coy. I won't pick my own. Although I do hope everyone votes for it because I really do like that one. And I'm gonna go Cameliers, man. I kind of like that colorway.
Me too.
I like the style of it. Very, minor league feel. And for the two, same thing. Hermit Crabs and Tower. I think Tower has the most potential. Just needs to be reorganized, maybe a little bit different hat color, so that those purples can really pop. But good concepts. And you know what? Overall, it was a really good week. Just a few that were need some tweaks or whatever. Colors were great this week on hats. I know we've been seeing I think Paco said a lot of black hats lately, and it's like.
Mhm.
These are cool logos. Let's put them on some fun colored hats. Let's get away from that. So any other thoughts? Fellas?
what do you guys? I know most of us voted for Cameliers. That looks like a black crown. Would you change that to something like, believe not for
I thought it was
lack of
navy.
whatever,
Looks
but
navy.
The dark navy.
It's navy.
It's
is it
dark navy. Yeah,
Okay,
Navy.
then
definitely navy on that one.
The
So
only thing I would change about that hat would be the undervisor to like a tan.
yeah, that's it.
there we go.
Yeah,
I'd
that'd
go
be
gray.
dope. That'd be very dope.
Or even gray. Yeah, gray or green would be perfect. So, all right. Well, good week this week. You know, again, voting will be happening, and then you guys will be able to see the video and stuff. So, we're looking forward to see what happens. Get out there and vote, and let us know which ones you guys like as well. Which ones are your keepers, and those that might not have made the cut that much.
Yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments, what all of you think. So it's always great when we get good dialogue in the comments. I love like folks like Style and Donovan taking the time to break down their tops with the reasons why and stuff. That is it's not only good for the engagement on the video, but also for the artists that are going in and looking at these videos. So I really want to encourage that sort of thing. And, we're converting some people, which I think is great. We have a young man named Cam who just bought his first Clink Room hat from watching these videos, and more and more people are jumping on the Clink train. A couple other things I just want to kind of shout out is we do have a video where we interviewed Casey, and he talks a little bit about, the state of Clink Room right now and where it's heading, which is a really good kind of watch. We also tied up Clink Vision with showing off the hats in hand. So that stuff's out there to look at and to kind of consume, but it's great to see a lot of folks kind of embracing Clink Room and some new folks jumping into the mix. I also want to take this time to thank Blaze and Paco for coming on with us. It's always great to have different perspectives on the show. And you two always bring a fantastic kind of perspective that we can draw from. And John, I want to thank you also for kind of putting this together and emceeing for us. It's always good for me to be able to take a step back from emceeing every now and then. It's kind of fun to just watch it happening without me leading the way. It feels kind of good.
Yes.
And Leon, you were here, and Jason, thank you so much.
I love it.
That was things enough.
Attendance award. Attendance award. For sure.
Leon, no, Leon.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Leon, I'm playing with you, but from the looks of the screen, you were pretty wrong about Camel.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
You want to see some humps?
You don't need humps on that one.
You don't need humps.
I think. Do you think the mountains in the background of the humps, though?
And they kind of look like it. Symbolism.
I think that's what I think that might have been intentional.
Maybe.
At the same time, I don't think you look at that hat and think it's anything other than a camel. Unless you're like a real weird zoologist or something like that, and you start the scientific.
Leon is our animal expert. So
Leon's a resident animal expert here on Views from the Vault. So he if he doesn't see spittle coming out of that mouth of that camel, it's not authentic to him.
It could be female moose.
Alpaca,
it could be female moose. Could be female moose.
Could be a
llama. Maybe a llama.
A llama. Oh my god!
In the middle of the desert.
Right, desert.
Now you're getting all right. Now this has started a mess. Leon, I was just kidding, man. Thanks as always for being on, and Jason, you as well. This was fun, guys. With that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, let us know in the comments which of these designs you are hoping that hit pre-order. Viewsfromthevault.com for official merchandise. Podcast available on all major streaming platforms. For Leon, Jason, Pierre, John, Paco, and Marlos. We out, guys. Stay fitted.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Peace.